I wasn't invited to the will reading. Not that I really expected to be. I knew how they all saw me, the quiet disappointment of the family, the one who walked away. Still, when that letter showed up, sealed in my mother's handwriting, something inside me went still. Her final words were short but carried a weight I couldn't ignore. "You'll understand soon. Love, Mom," and she was right. 2 weeks later, they came, my brother, his wife, and the lawyer they brought to try and scare me. Their smiles were stiff, practiced. The kind you put on when you know a storm's coming. "You owe the family a share," my brother said, arms crossed like he already won. My lawyer didn't even flinch. He just adjusted his glasses, flipped a page, and said one calm line. "Not anymore." Then he looked at me. "Ready?" I nodded. That's when it all truly began. It had started years before, long before the will, before Mom got sick, before the silence between us. Back when I still believed my brother and I were a team. He was the golden boy, charming, confident, always in control. I was the quiet one, handling the boring but necessary things, the bills, the property, taking care of Mom when he was too busy. He used to tell me, "You're the backbone of this family, Lily," and for a long time, I believed him. Then one day, I saw a signature that wasn't mine. A property transfer. My name swapped for his. A fake witness. Mom's shaky signature at the bottom. I didn't confront him. Not yet. I just started watching. Every visit, every call, every carefully chosen word. He thought he was so clever, moving money, selling land, playing puppet master behind my back. But he forgot one thing. I kept the records. I saw everything, the numbers, the patterns, the lies. That's when I stopped being the backbone. I became the hand that pulls the plug. The night I decided to act was the night Mom whispered, "He's changing things, Lily. Protect what's left." She knew. She always knew. After she passed, I went quiet, not broken, just focused. My brother thought grief had made me fragile. It made me patient. He didn't know I'd changed attorneys. He didn't know I'd been recording every transaction for a year. He didn't know Mom had rewritten her will 2 weeks before she died, leaving everything to me. Not out of favoritism, but justice. She called it a correction. My plan wasn't loud or dramatic. It was steady, precise. First, I tracked down every asset he'd stolen and tied it back to him through shell accounts he thought no one could trace. I hired a forensic accountant, the same man my brother had fired years ago. He still carried a grudge, and I gave him a reason to use it. Then I quietly visited the family lawyer, the one managing the estate. I didn't reveal everything, just enough to make him uneasy. There might be a few inconsistencies worth reviewing, I told him. By the time the will reading was announced, half of my brother's holdings were frozen for audit, and I still didn't show up. I wanted them to wonder, to feel that eerie silence before the storm. When they finally came to my door, trying to act polite and reasonable, that's when I made my move. We sat across from each other at my dining table, the same one we'd eaten at growing up. He leaned back in his chair, flashing that familiar smirk. "Don't make this harder than it needs to be, Lily," he said. "We'll split it fairly. It's what Mom would have wanted." My lawyer slid the document across the table, Mom's final will. Signed 3 weeks before she died, verified, witnessed, everything left to me. My brother's smirk vanished. "That's impossible," he stammered. "No," I said softly. "It's correction." He laughed, brittle and hollow. "You forged this." Before I could respond, my lawyer did. "Your mother submitted it herself," he said evenly. "And with the fraud investigations already underway," he added with a thin smile, "you might want to call your accountant before you call us thieves." My brother's face went pale. He jumped up, ready to yell. But his wife was already checking her phone, seeing the frozen accounts, the flagged transactions, the empire crumbling beneath them. I didn't say another word. I just watched him fall apart. By the next morning, the family name he guarded like a crown was splashed across headlines. Fraud, embezzlement, misuse of estate funds. His firm suspended him. His friends vanished. His wife filed for divorce 2 months later. And me? I stayed quiet. Sold the house. Donated part of the inheritance to a hospice in Mom's name. I kept the rest, not out of greed, but remembrance. Every dollar was a scar turned into strength. Sometimes I still hear her voice. "You'll understand soon." And I do. This was never about money. It was about balance. About the moment silence becomes justice and trust becomes a weapon. When people ask what happened between me and my brother, I just smile and say, "He found out who took his place." Then I fold Mom's letter one last time, slip it back into its envelope and whisper, "We're leaving it all to Lily."